Last is we made modifications to our Anthem policy. We did that this morning after a great deal of discussion. Yesterday, again this morning. It was unanimously adopted by the clubs. Several owners are here. They're going to give you their perspective. But from our standpoint, this is a great opportunity to continue that partnership with our players and keep the focus on the progress and the programs that we think are so important in the communities. We're proud of that support, and we think that that's how change is really going to be made. Clearly, our objective as a league and to all 32 clubs, which was unanimous, is that we want people to be respectful at the national anthem. We want people to stand. That's all personnel, and make sure that they treat this moment in a respectful fashion. That's something that we think we owe. We've been very sensitive in making sure that we give players choices, but we do believe that that moment is an important moment and one that we are going to focus on. So I'll stop there and let Mr. Bidwell, I think, start.
Hello again, Michael Bidwell with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm also among the other committees that I serve on. I'm a member of the Social Justice Working Group with the Players Coalition, so we work on a lot of important social justice issues. But my perspective is, as the commissioner said, I think putting the focus back on the game, making sure all personnel stand on the field and honor the flag, the anthem, and the moment. And so I think it's been a good discussion internally with coming up with this policy. And it's a league-wide policy that clubs on a club-by-club basis will be able to enforce with workplace rules. So that's a little bit of clarity. It is a league-wide policy. So look forward to getting the focus back on football and getting back to football in 2018.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Haslam with the Cleveland Browns, and also have the privilege of serving on the Social Justice Committee with Michael and several other owners. And of the owners standing up here, I think I'm the newest, and I can tell you, I told Roger last night of the meetings we participated in since becoming an owner, this is by far the most thoughtful and thorough discussion we've had. All 32 owners spoke up, or their representatives. We talked for 2 hours yesterday and an hour today, and I think throughout this process, all of us as owners in the league, Roger and the NFL, have grown much closer to our players as we work through this process. I know we've been actively involved in Ohio in several areas of criminal justice reform, and have gotten our players involved too in helping them understand the political process and helping to cause change. And I think the solution that we have come up with is a good one, and as Roger and as Michael said, I think it'll now allow us to all focus back on football, which is what we want to do.
I'm Mark Murphy, president of the Green Bay Packers. I would reiterate what's been said. I thought our discussions over the last couple of days have been very, very positive. We talked a lot about, I think we learned from each other, had different viewpoints, but came to a unanimous consensus. We also talked a lot about our players and how this would impact them. We wanted, as you look back at last fall was difficult, I think, for all of us within the league. But one of the real positives that came out of it was the improved relationship between management and the players. And I think that's been a real positive. We want that to continue to move forward. And we have tremendous respect for our players. And you look, and I think you also have to put this in the context of looking at just over the last year or two, what the league, the clubs, and the players, how working together, some of the great progress we've made on the underlying issues that the players were protesting and really making a big difference in their communities on social justice issues.
Art Rooney, Pittsburgh Steelers, and as has been said, I think we've spent a lot of time, really not just at this meeting, but really over the last year, discussing the subject of the anthem and working with our players to try to make sure we could get to a place where all the different viewpoints could be respected. And I think we've come out at a place that we as a group in the league are comfortable with. Obviously, we want to continue to work with our players and make sure that they feel that their point of view has been respected. I think the fact that those who are not comfortable standing for the anthem have the right to stay off the field. So we're not forcing anybody to stand who doesn't feel that's within their the way they feel about the particular subjects. But those who are on the field are going to be asked to stand. And I think that we've listened to a lot of different viewpoints, including our fans, over the last year. And I think this policy attempts to come out in a place where we respected everybody's point of view on this as best we could.